What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy All Around Rule with a UFL Week 2 recap. The Defenders, they went to Columbus and dominated. They beat the Aviators 44-26. Defense was on point. Offense was on point. The running game was on point for real for the Defenders. It was a complete game. I think they had one miscue on special teams that gave Columbus a little bit of momentum. The Aviators, they got a few things to work on for real. I said that some of the new coaches was gonna have some problems. I didn't think McClendon would be bad early, but it's kind of bad right now. They got to figure a few things out. But they're a new team. They're a new franchise. I mean, I know a lot of people say they got a lot of Michigan Panthers on their team, but to me, they don't have the superstars of Michigan Panthers, like the Bryce Perkins, who else? CLC Mariner, Malik Turner, guys like that. Breland Speaks, Frank Ginda, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, real boys. Like, they didn't get them. You know, they got some of the role players. You know, they still was good, but to me, they didn't get the dogs. We had Orlando at home beating the Kings 19-9. Good little defensive battle. I like the Storm wide receivers. I think the best combo of receivers Anthony Beck has had in his tenure as head coach in the UFL. Badger and Hamler, excuse me. I like this duo. I really do. I really want to see what the ELF Triple Crown winner, what he can bring to the table with this duo. Like, can he add to it for real? But yeah, I'm liking the Storm. You know, I'm a supporter of Anthony Beck for sure. So I'm definitely a supporter of the Storm. The Kings, I like the Kings. They defense good. They just gotta figure a few things out. To figure out a few things on offense. The big one is who's gonna be their quarterback. I like Jason Bean. I think they offense flow better with Chandler Rogers. For real. I think they should start him for a game and just see what they got with him. But I do still like Jason Bean. He just got to work on stop overthrowing his receivers for real. But I do like Jason Bean for real. And when I say overthrown, it's like more so with the short routes, not with the long routes, like with the deep ball, but more so when it like comebacks, hitches, and stuff like that. I think he overthrows it a little bit. We had the Houston Gamblers pulling off an upset in Houston against the Stallions. I definitely picked that to be an upset. We got one of the USFL rivalries back. I'm glad we got that because, you know, a lot of the old school USFL fans they be buzzing a little bit, but this not even that no more. So I'm not even going to like antagonize them like that because I fuck with all of them boys. But yeah, the Stallions, again, one of them teams that I like still. They just they gotta figure out a few things themselves. I like their defense. I think they corner is probably they weakest links on their defense. Tizino, he going crazy. That boy acting out. That boy is a real dog. Tizino, the linebacker for the Stallions, that boy, he should be in the NFL for real, for real. At least on the practice squad. Let my boy get some money. I already know he got a bag or something, but let that boy get another bag because he deserve it for real, for real. He deserved to get at least a practice squad bag for a year or two, man. Let my boy get up there for real, for real. Stop playing. But the Gamblers, even though I was critical of them, they got it done. They kicked hella field goals, though. So I think they got a touchdown, but they kicked hella field goals. But overall, that was probably one of the most competitive games this weekend, and it was good for real, for real. Matt Corral, he definitely needs to tone down on the turnovers. He's definitely a good quarterback, but sometimes he can get rushed up, and he can get rushed into turning the ball over. But overall, I still think the Stallions going to be in the playoff contention. I don't know about the Gamblers. I think that was just a one-off, but we'll see. The game that I really want to touch on is this Renegade Battlehawk game. As you already know, I'm a Battlehawks fan. That boy, Austin Reed, boy, he is him. At first I thought it was like a one-off for real, but New Heisel got that boy, and I'm gonna go back. Not to go left, but New Heisel already knew what he had from the jump, because he kept saying, "I'm finna get this boy back in the NFL." You feel me? If you go to all his previous podcasts, he kept saying, "I'm finna get this boy in the NFL." He knew he had a little gunslinger with him. You get what I'm saying? That's why he didn't know. That's why he didn't really want to put it out there like Austin was the starting quarterback during training camp like that for real, for real. He was still giving respect to the Spring King, who I feel should be traded to one of these teams. Not right now, but like almost to the middle. I want to say like week 4, week 5, he should be traded to a team that's struggling, that need a quarterback. But Austin Reed is him in these first 2 weeks. But also he got a good offensive system that he's playing behind. They're not making him hold on to the ball. And even when he is holding on to the ball, he got some good protection. You feel me? They definitely they shut down that pass rush of the Battlehawks for real, for real. We wasn't able to get to him at all. They kept him clean. But at the same token, I feel like the Battlehawks defense was giving too much cushion to the Renegades receivers, and they was able to, get off their routes clean and get to where they were supposed to be and catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing. They was able to catch the ball, get some yardage after, and the Battlehawks was missing tackles, But at the end of the day, we was in the game. Silvers, he got to learn how to, like when his first read ain't there or his second read, just throw the ball away. You know what I'm saying? You not mobile at all. So you need to throw that ball away. But we was in the game until like the 6 minute mark when Carlos Davis got the penalty. We just had scored the 9 points, and we just was getting the Renegades off the field off a third down, and Carlos Davis gets a penalty, and it just changed the momentum back into the Renegades' hands for real. I think we definitely had a chance to tie it or go out trying to tie it. You get what I'm saying? We still got some things to work on, but I definitely think we'll be back. The Renegades, they flowing, they hot. We'll see if they can keep it up next week. But They beat the Battlehawks 31-15 in Dallas. And we got to live with that. So it's on to week 3. Let's go. Peace.